What's going on, guys? Dan with Barrel Blazing Barbells. Today I'm working on part one of the electrical system on the Pioneer 700. So this is going to be the battery box portion. I don't even have a battery yet, but this is the battery box portion. So hope you guys enjoy it. Hope it helps you out. All right, so first off, this is your engine bay. To access this, there's a few screws up in this region up in here. I believe there's a screw over here, some plastic clips that run around. There's one, you can see them there. But this is the piece that comes off. It's the driver's side and the center portion comes off in one chunk. So if you're not getting it out, if it's not coming out, don't pry on it. You probably missed a plastic pop screw or an actual screw up in there. So take your time on that. So first thing I want to note is the oil fill access. If you notice, if you have one of these, yours is probably on this side. What I actually did was took it loose, took the hose loose on the bottom. There's some hose clamps. Took that off and actually rotated it 180 degrees. Got longer bolts, stuck the bolts through. That's why they're sticking through here. But flip that around. If you're noticing that the hose is pinching a little bit, something I did is down on the bottom where it actually goes into the engine. Let's see if I can get a view. See right there, you can kind of tell how much hose is on there. I just loosened the hose and pushed it down in so it would allow it to flow in easier. So that's how I fixed that. For the battery box, my idea was to have some hanger brackets here and here, have it go down and across and back up to this one. Now, I did not go all the way to this side with this one. I'm using the base of it as part of the framing. So that's kind of the plan. Okay, so here's the box that I built. And don't mind the tiny little footprint here. That's from my kid because, of course, he had to step on it. But here's what I essentially built. I just took some 16 gauge steel and I cut it 8 inches wide down here at the bottom. So left to right is 8 inches. And then I made these brackets back here, these angle brackets. They're 8 inches tall and 8 inches wide. And then I took it and cut it, I believe it's 11 inches long and 8 inches up the front here. And then I just bent it. I didn't have a metal brake. I was gonna buy one, but they didn't have one at the store, of course. So I just did it the hard way and basically flexed it over by hand. So yes, it sucked, but it still worked. You can see the brackets here, the hangers that I built, nothing too fancy. And then I just put one piece there and welded it in. So basically how this works though is, let me grab a hold of it here. There's this bracket right here that the seat actually sits on. I just kind of curl it around that and basically just drops in there. I got this set just inside of this plastic hole here, or this hole for the plastic screw, plastic keeper, whatever. And then over here, the plastic on this actually stops about right here. So I'm not 100% sure if this is going to clear right here. I might have to notch this down because I thought it was going to be a little lower than what it is, but I still think it's going to clear okay. But that's pretty much what I did. I'm planning on putting some of the heat shrink or the heat wrap stuff that I used up under there on the inside of here, on these two sides and the bottom, just to kind of keep the heat down and also to give the battery some cushion. So one thing you don't want to do is there's a lot of heat comes out of here. So you don't want to have your battery all the way up against there. You want some airflow around. So I kept this side open so some airflow can get in. And I also kept it to where this can sit and have airflow around the battery here. So it's not completely encased in super high heat. Hopefully this works okay. You know, just basically fabricating crap as I go here, but hopefully it works. It's pretty solid. I don't think I'm gonna have any issues with it not being able to hold the battery. The other thing I was thinking about doing is right here where this bolt hole or this bolt sticks out. I was thinking about drilling a hole right there and moving this over just enough, because I think I got just enough room that I can do that. Put that in put that hole in there and then slide it up on there and put a nut on this side. That'll kind of secure it there. And then this one, if you can see it right here, hangs down a little bit on this side. I was going to drill a hole through both sides, front and back, and then put a bolt through here so it can't pop off, and possibly put some rubber under both of these, just because I don't want it scratching up my frame too much. But like right here, like it's already started to do so. But hopefully this works okay. I'm sure somebody else has done something similar to this. This is just what my idea was. It's super close to the battery because it's right over there. And then my plan is to run the battery cables out somewhere in here or out the front. I haven't decided which. And then along this frame rail here, and just basically zip tie them to the frame rail. You want to make sure you keep them away from the exhaust header because it's extremely hot. So I'm going to run it up across the front and then tie into the main battery and the auxiliary battery switch over there. So once that's over to here, then I'll jump her off this battery, run out and under the floor up front, and I'm working on putting a separate breaker box here. It's already kind of mounted up temporarily, but I still got to, you know, run all the wires and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, that's where we're at. Hopefully this gives you guys an idea of something to try. Someone on Facebook, I posted an early pic of this just to kind of get an idea, and somebody's like, man, that'd be a great place to build a like a toolbox. And I was like, yeah, if you were a lot better fabricator than I am, you could do that, and it would probably give you a lot of storage that would be easily accessible. But I'm not that good, and I don't care that much. So yeah, but I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope it helps you out, and I'll try doing a part 2 when it's all the battery's in there and at least wired over to the other battery. So hopefully you guys enjoy it, and stay tuned.